How's it going? It is Wednesday, October 12th. We got college football starting tonight. Louisiana Ragin Cajuns versus Marshall. If you're looking for a high scoring game, I don't think so. I think I've got two plays in this. I've got the sides, and then I've got the totals. And I think what you're going to be looking for tonight is the total. Now, I do like Marshall minus the 10.5. I always hate that hook. But a lot of times the minus 10.5s, they're really wanting you to go the Raging Cajun way in something like this. But I'm not falling for their tactics. I don't like it. I do like Marshall at home. But you got Marshall at home against the Raging Cajuns, which I've always been a huge fan of. But the Raging Cajuns are playing with their backup quarterback, and it's a revenge factor to the New Orleans Bowl debacle where they lost to Louisiana. I have to go with the under 47.5 because that's where it's sitting right now. This is going to be a slow-moving Wednesday night. That works well for us for the under. Now, Marshall's defense has been their strength this season. The Herd are only allowing 16.2 points per game, 17th in the FBS, and are more comfortable playing in lower-scoring games. Louisiana has their backup quarterback, Ben Woolridge, in line to start, which should keep the Cajuns' scoring chances at a minimum in this tough road environment. In conjunction with a tough defense, the Herd's offense is better suited for a grinded-out matchups like this one. The Herd offense attack leans on their run game with their stud running back, Kalen LeBourne, who regularly sees 25 to 30 touches with 100-plus rushing yards per game. So let's nail the under 47.5 points for the game, and let's start out our college football week 7 on a good note. I love this pick. Now, if you are thinking of going to a side, you got to take Marshall. They're at home. It's minus 10.5. It's not too much. I hate the hooks. The hooks I know have gotten most of us at some time, but they had that. Marshall's had that upset over Notre Dame in September, but it's limped to a 1-2 overall and a 0-3 against the spread in 3 games since. And I love trends. I believe in trends. I think trends do play a big part, especially in college football. But it doesn't worry me in this game because they're facing a Louisiana squad that has lost 3 straight outright with a 1-2 mark against the spread. Marshall comes in with one of the best scoring defenses in the country. They only allow 16.2 points per game. That's 17th in FBS. Now, the defense allows just 71.2 rushing yards per game, and that's 4th. It boasts a +6 turnover margin this season, which is 13th. In their lone Sun Belt matchup this season, the Herd held Troy to only 16 points on the road and forced 3 turnovers. Though the offense did them in, the Marshall defense will make life difficult for a Louisiana offense that will be without starting quarterback Chandler Fields, like we talked about during the total segment. Now, the key to Marshall's offensive success centers around talented running back Kalen LeBourne, who's already racked up 781 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns over just 5 games. Now, the former Florida State back is the Herd's workhorse, and he is their key difference maker in this game. Louisiana's defense gave up 227 rushing yards in its last road matchup against Louisiana Monroe. ultimately leading to the loss. Now, if Marshall can lean on LeBourne, I keep wanting to call him LeBron, LeBourne's rushing prowess and string together some long grinding possessions while the defense does its job, then a lead can easily stretch into the double digits. Marshall will also be looking to avenge last year's loss to Louisiana in the New Orleans Bowl to wrap up the season. Now, that was when the Herd were members of the Conference USA before joining the Sun Belt this season. Look for the conference's newcomers to make a statement in this rematch. Marshall minus 10.5. And then the play I like the most is going to be the under, sitting at 47.5 right now. And that should get us going on our college week 7 football lineup. I am going to be giving you guys more free picks tomorrow because we got more games tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Thursday, the 13th. So yeah, we got a lot of good games tomorrow night. I think we got Baylor and West Virginia on tap. That is actually one of my favorite picks of the weekend. So definitely check in to my breakdown of that game tomorrow. Anyway, that is your Marshall Ragin' Cajun breakdown. Good luck tonight. Bet small, save it for the weekend because the best bets will be coming in the next 2 days. Have a good night. Go Marshall.